you have saved for months, maybe a year. You have trained on weekends, watched videos, and dreamed of being here in Nepal. And also, you have invested more than $5,000, including flights, permit, guide, and finding a right company. You have blocked 3 weeks from your work. You told your family now it's happening and you're ready to be in Nepal. And you have missed one critical thing, which costs nearly $50 to $100, which can save not only your trip but your life in high altitude. The problem in high altitude is that your body don't adapt with your schedule. Your body says a different thing and your blood oxygen tells a different story. Without an oximeter, you are flying blind, which at an altitude is reliable as a compass made from a rubber. In this video, I will be describing you about the oximeter, how to use it, and the perfect way to use the oximeter with correspondence of LLS in high altitude trekking so that you can make your right decision when to stop, when to acclimatize or descend down. If you are new to my channel, I am Ang Tsering Sherpa. I've been working in this tourism industry of Nepal for 14 years. I have worked as a CEO in a well-reputed trekking company for 5 years, and since 2022 I run a successful hotel business in Everest region and actively working as trekking and mountain guide here in Nepal since 2018. Without any delays, let's jump into the main section of this video. A pulse oximeter, or often called just oximeter, is a device that is used to measure your saturation of oxygen in your blood, which is also referred as SpO₂. This device measures the percentage of hemoglobin in your arterial blood carrying oxygen and your pulse rate. Device oximeter connects on your fingertip. It uses two wavelengths, one is infrared and one is red, to measure the oxygenated versus deoxygenated blood in your blood vessels. The oxygenated hemoglobin absorbs more infrared light, while deoxygenated hemoglobin absorbs more red light. So while using this SpO₂, there are some basic rules that you should follow in order to get an accurate result. Number one, your fingers should be warm. A cold finger may gives you an error result, so before checking you should always rub your finger and make it warm. Number two, whenever you take the results from oximeter, you should have rest for minimum 5 to 10 minutes so that your body heartbeat and everything comes to a stable position. Number three, this is especially for women. If your nails are polished, you should remove the nail polish because the infrared and red light may be disturbed by the nail polish which you have on the finger. Number four, whenever you insert your finger, not only at the top of the oximeter, but you should put your finger right into the oximeter end so that you may get the accurate result. And number five, most importantly, a single result from the device cannot be accurate, so it is best if you take multiple times and take the average result as your estimated SpO₂ concentration in your body. And finally, if you take the result into the direct sunlight, due to the strong harsh UV rays of sunlight, your result may not be accurate. So it is best practice if you take the data readings inside a room or dining where there is no direct disturbance of heavy lights. To make sure, a pulse oximeter is just a diagnostic aid. It is not a doctor. You should always compare your SpO₂ result and that also an averaged SpO₂ result with Lake Louise system. It is also called LLS system. So let's take two different scenarios that a pulse oximeter may not be always correct. So scenario one, let's assume you are at an elevation of 4,200 meter. The oximeter shows the saturation of your oxygen 60% in your device, but you're feeling very well, you have no problem, you have a good appetite, then you're most likely to be fine. Then the result provided by the oximeter may not be true, so you should check from a different oximeter which must be a better quality. Scenario 2, if you are at the same elevation of 4,200 meter but your oximeter shows your oxygen saturation around 96, but your health condition is very bad, you have a vomiting, nausea, you are not having a good appetite, then you should listen to your body and you should drop down immediately 300 to 500 meter. This device is guide, not a god. Your data are powerful, but your symptoms are more paramount when you're hiking or going in high altitude elevation. This only device cannot decide your trip in high altitude. It is must that you should measure your oximeter along with keeping the score of LLS, which is commonly known as Louise Score. The Louise Score LLS is a standardized international recognized scoring system used to diagnose and quantify the severity of acute mountain sickness AMS. LLS is a simple questionnaire where you assign a score from 0 to 3 to 5 key symptoms. You should be above an elevation of 2500 meters to use the LLS more efficiently and meaningfully. When you are in altitude trekking or climbing, you should measure your SpO₂ from the device oximeter and calculate your LLS. For the LLS system, you should keep score for each of your 5 different symptoms. If the total addition of your symptoms is more than 3 in the presence of headache, then it is considered as AMS. If you have a total score of LLS 0 to 2, you have no altitude sickness. If it is 3 and above 3 to 6, it is taken as a mild AMS where you need to stop, hydrate yourself, acclimatize, and do not ascend. If you have LLS score more than 6, then it is taken as moderate AMS, so you need to immediately drop down 300 to 500 meter. And finally, if you have more than 9 to 10, it is a severe condition. You should minimum drop down to 1000 meter. I have created a complete file where you can record your daily SpO₂ and also record your LLS score so that you can know your body and your oxygen saturation of your blood inside your body. So data can easily let you know whether you need to stop ascending up, you need to acclimatize or come back. So if you are interested in that particular file which I made personally myself, you can WhatsApp me or comment down here in the video. I will forward the file as soon as possible to you, and I'm sure if you record the data properly, your trip will be very more meaningful and you can know your body well and you are in safer part of your expedition. If you think my videos provided value for you, you can feel free to subscribe, like and comment on my video down there. Your simple click on the subscribe button, like button or your any comment on my video will motivate me so that I can create more of the videos like this in future and help and aware people more about the device and other things which is very mandatory when you are going up in high altitude. Thank you very much. Signing up Ang from 2600 meter in Everest region, Phak Ding. Thank you.